Hello everyone and welcome in. Hope everyone is doing well. Positive healing vibes to all the subscribers, the viewers, and just the world right now. Today we are going to take a look at Libra's week ahead tarot reading for March 29th through April 4th. In this reading, we will tap into the energies with the Energy Oracle. Then we will get an overview message with the Fairy Tarot and break it down a little bit further with a traditional tarot deck, okay? Please keep in mind, guys, the messages here on YouTube are general. They are not going to resonate every time with every person. You are more than welcome to check other signs in your birth chart. It's really about the title. If there's something in the title that's resonating for you, there's most likely something here in the message. Also, I like to touch on the fact that you are going to know if the message is meant for you, okay? You're going to feel it. It's going to hit you like there's not going to be any questioning, second guessing. It's going to be very easy to differentiate, okay? So if there's any questioning, any second guessing, then it might not be for you. Okay, keep that in mind when you're watching the videos on YouTube, because YouTube readings are general. We're tapping into a lot of energies. So just keep that in mind. I have 5,000 subscribers, and that's a lot of people to be tapping into. And some people have way more than that. So just keep it in mind that when we are tapping into energies, we're tapping into a lot of people's energies. Sometimes we're going to be picking up on your energy. Sometimes we may pick up on someone else's, you know? So just keep that in mind when watching the readings on YouTube. They are general, okay? For more information on how to book a personal reading, the energy cleanse kits that I offer, how to get entered into the drawing that we do here every month for free personal readings, all that information is linked below in the description box. And if you would like future messages, you would like how I vibe, you like how I interpret the cards, you are more than welcome to subscribe. Everyone is always welcome, and it does help set your intentions with the channel. So, Libra, without further ado, we will say a blessing and get started. Thank you, Spirit, for the opportunity, clairvoyance, and insight to receive these messages. Please allow a clear and concise message to come through to our subscribers. Please protect me, the viewer, and the cards from any negative energies. And again, Spirit, we thank you for the opportunity to be present and to be able to receive these messages. Blessed be. All right, Libra, let's dive in. Most important message here for Libra, Spirit. What does Libra need to see for March 29th through April 4th? Please and thank you. I feel like there's a need here, Libra, to trust your intuition. Let your intuition guide you. Fourth chakra, this is the heart center. Most important message here for Libra, Spirit, for March 29th through April 4th. Balance. Okay, there's a need here for balance, Libra. I feel like there's definitely a situation regarding love. We have fourth chakra, which is the heart chakra, number 38. This is 11, 2. Angel of Love is 13, or 4. And hostilities is 8. And then yin and yang is 4. Okay, so what we see here, Libra, is a situation dealing with love, with romance, with relationships. But I also feel like there's a need here for stability. Okay? And I feel like with hostilities coming out and then doubt coming out in the For the Soul's Journey card, I feel like you may have come to a place of being guarded. Maybe there was a person who you had your heart set on and you're not seeing how this is going to come together. Doubt talks about releasing the need to know all the answers. And hostilities talks about being defensive, having your guard up. But it also talks about standing up for what you believe in. Okay? Because when we accept a certain type of behavior, it's enabling that person to continue that type of energy. Okay. I feel like what is going to come out in this reading is a need for healthy boundaries and to express that. But let's see here, Libra. Let's get into this reading here. Because balance comes from setting healthy boundaries, right? Having a balance in your life. And in order to have that balance, you have to know, when enough is enough, in a relationship, or when it's time to walk away, when it's time to leave. That is also having healthy boundaries, not allowing people to walk over us and treat us however they want to treat us. If you feel like you want to be treated a certain way, then you have to express that. I feel like, Libra, what's coming out here is when we have healthy boundaries, okay? And this is something that I've had to work on with myself as well. Okay, but when we have healthy boundaries and we set healthy boundaries, we don't have any room to be defensive because we know what exactly we will and won't accept. It's when we overstep our boundaries or we aren't clear on what those boundaries are that we start feeling hostile, that we start feeling defensive in certain situations. So, Libra, I feel like right now what's coming out, and right now is a perfect time, really, for this to take place because, well, a lot of people are locked down. There's not much more that we can really do. So going within and taking a look, what are the boundaries that you've set? What are your boundaries? What you will and won't accept in a relationship, in a job? What is your limits? Knowing what your boundaries are is going to be beneficial in this movement forward, okay? So let's take a look here, Libra. Let's get into this message. Most important message here for Libra, Spirit. What does Libra need to see for March 29th through April 4th? Please and thank you. Nine of Spring is the Nine of Wands. Seven of Summer is the Seven of Cups. Six of Winter is the Six of Swords. Okay, then we have Balance, which is Temperance. Your guard is up, okay? You're feeling defensive over a certain situation. And I feel like there's a need here, Libra, for balance, for understanding, Okay, maybe there is a time for you to get clear on what you will and won't accept, and then take it that one step further and express those boundaries to the people where you have confusion, right? The people that are causing this confusion. I do feel like there are positive changes ahead. You're going to get clear on these boundaries in this time. Okay, I feel like that's what is going on here. Sometimes we just have that epiphany in our life when we're done dealing with certain types of behavior patterns and we don't know how to change it. The Four of Summer is the Four of Cups. The Four of Spring is the Four of Wands. And the Ten of Springs is the Ten of Wands. So here, Libra, we see stability is very important to you. Four of Summer, Four of Spring, but fours symbolize stability. And I feel like when things aren't very stable within your environment, that's when you get this hostile type of nature within you. One thing that I do know is right now with all of the things that are going on in the world, there's definitely major shifts that are happening, okay? So you want to try to be balanced. You want to try to calm the anxiety, calm the fear-based energy, and try to focus on the things that you can control. You don't want to be on the lower end of the shift. So let's see here, Libra. Let's take a look. Fool in reversed with the King of Cups in reversed. So again, feeling guarded, feeling like you're the Fool card in reverse talks about not paying attention or not taking the proper precautions when entering into a new agreement, new opportunity. It's the opposite. It's the exact thing that happens when you don't look before you leap and you leap over a cliff. I feel like what these cards are symbolizing here, Libra, is you are becoming emotionally unavailable because of these boundaries that are being overstepped, okay? And it's causing delays. It's causing delays within your relationships, within your life, okay? And I feel here, Libra, that there is a lot of sadness from the past. I also feel like there is this sense of missed opportunities. You may have missed out on some opportunities by being so focused on a past situation. I feel like this is starting to become toxic, okay? A little bit of codependency. That's coming out here. And there's definitely a need for healing. There's a need for balance here. Your card is also coming out, Libra, with the Justice card and the Four of Swords, okay? So this talks about a need for balance, a need for healing. I feel like there is also a need for a conversation about boundaries, okay? So you're going to have to express to a person, I feel a connection here, but I can't wait forever. Or I feel a deep connection here, but there's a lot of confusion on where this is headed. And I'm just trying to be clear on where we're going. How do you envision this partnership? How do you envision what we have going on here? Okay, is it equal? Is it balanced? Or is it one-sided? Ask yourself that. I do feel like you are feeling tied to this connection, feeling trapped, but I also feel like you are feeling conflicted. You know, do I stay or do I go? What I say to that, Libra, is you're going to have to make the decision that's best for you. There may be some questions that you have to ask and you might not want to hear the answer to. That may be why you've waited to have this conversation, but it's coming. It's coming. And I feel like it is going to there is going to be some things that come out that maybe cause a little bit of sadness, that cause a little bit of heartache. But I feel like the clarity is going to be worth it. Okay. And ultimately, Libra, I feel like there is, you're going to choose yourself over this person, ultimately. But I feel like there is a need to gain some clarity first. Okay. So there is going to be a need here for some communication. Okay. Trust your intuition. Let your intuition guide you here. One thing that I will say, one thing that I think is important here is getting clear on what you envision you want the outcome to be. So that way you can take the proper steps moving forward and you can communicate that clearly. But I do feel like this is a difficult conversation. There may be some things that you know are going to come out. Maybe intuitively you already feel what is going on here. Okay. Sometimes we have to hear it in order to believe it. And I get the sense here, Libra, that that's what you're feeling right now. You're not going to believe it until you see it or hear it. So it's time to have a conversation, I guess, right? Let's get some clarification. I feel like somebody isn't cooperating. Somebody may have their own best interests at heart. This also could be, you know, ulterior things that are going on, you know, like maybe there's distance involved or maybe there's other people. But I do feel like there's going to be an opportunity for a conversation to be had. Okay, I do feel like you will release this connection. But there's going to be a need here for clarity first. The healing is going to come from the clarity. Things are going to start turning around. Things are going to start turning in your favor. Biggest message that I'm getting from this reading here, Libra, is getting clear on what you envision your boundaries being, what you will and won't accept, and communicating that. Because I feel like right now there's a lot of uncertainty. Things aren't really clear here in this dynamic. Let's get a few cards out here for your advice, Libra. And then we will get a power thought card. I am going to do an extended reading on this. In the extended, we will take a look at where this is headed, what the outcome is going to be. Too many cards. Let's take a look at these though. We'll take a look at where the outcome is headed, what the lesson is to be learned here, what the next steps are. We'll pull out the Archangel cards, the Soul Truth. If that's something you guys are interested in, the link is below. The second link will lead you to subscribing to the channel. If that's something you're interested in, you get access to all the extended readings for the entire year. So we have the 4 of Coins, 5 of Coins, 3 of Staffs, 6 of Coins, Page of Swords, 2 of Cups, 10 of Cups, the Moon, Death card, and the Hanged Man. So what I get from this here, Libra, is there's definitely a progression here. There's a need for a plan. Somebody is definitely spying on this connection, but ultimately I feel like you walking away from this person right now brings in a more stable connection for you. And as difficult as that may sound, because I feel like you have your heart set on this person, some people are meant to be in our lives for a reason, and others are only for a season. So the advice here, Libra, 9 of Swords in reverse is the first card out. Get the sense here that this is talking about releasing the anxiety, the stress, the worry, because worrying isn't really going to be able to control anything. I feel like you are moving into calmer waters, okay? The worst has passed. The worst feeling has passed here, Libra. Now it's focusing on where you're headed, what you want in your life and why, while focusing on balance, equal give and take. You're not giving more than you're receiving, and vice versa. So Libra, power thought card that's coming out for you guys is, there is plenty for everyone, including me. The ocean of life is lavish with its abundance. All my needs and desires are met before I even ask. My good comes from everywhere and everyone and everything. Beautiful. So Libra, that is the message I have coming out for you guys for this week. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support, for liking, subscribing, sharing the content. You guys are all amazing, and I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.